Hey everybody, welcome to another beginner's workout on the Bowflex. Now, if you want to see more beginner's workouts, give this video a like because this is going to be my last beginner workout for some time. Once I get up to 50 likes, I'll record another. But in the meantime, I got to get back to my intermediate and advanced Bowflexers with some great workouts. So subscribe to my channel too if you want to see those. But today's workout, we're going to be doing another 24 set workout. And we're going to be working out to this clock right behind me. We're going to do 25 seconds of work, followed by 25 seconds of rest. And we're going to cycle through 7 different exercises for a total of 24 sets. Now, I know you can do it. All you got to do is follow along with me for the whole workout. And I'm going to narrate what to do and how to hold yourself as you do all these different exercises. So first thing you got to do, we're going to have a flat bench. So if your Bowflex is not already set up like that, lock in your bench on the flat setting. And then we're going to be racking up our weights. So this workout's going to have 3 different weight settings. We're going to have a heavy setting at 50 pounds, an intermediate setting at 30, and a light setting at 20 pounds. Now, this is a little bit lighter of a weight setting than past workouts, and that's because some of these lifts today are going to be a little bit more difficult. And you'll see once we get into it. So I'm going to rack up my 50 pounds here. And I'm going to start off by just showing you the first exercise we're going to do, which is going to be a seated row. So for a seated row, you're going to be sitting on the Bowflex and you're going to be facing the tower, and then you're going to slide all the way to the back, and you're just going to pull the weights up towards your chest. Now, you don't need to start yet. Wait until this clock hits 0, but I'm going to be a couple of seconds ahead of you to show you what exercise we're doing. So for the seated row, we're going to just pull the weights back towards our chest. And if you want just a little more resistance, you can sit on your Bowflex and then pull the weight back towards you. And you just want to pull the handles right towards your chest and sit straight up and down. Excellent. So we're going to do 2 more of those. We're going to do 2 more seated rows before we move on to our next lift. So each lift in the first half, we're going to do 3 times. So we got 4 lifts times 3, so that's going to be our first 12 sets. And here we go. Now, I really like starting a workout with a seated row. It's kind of a easy lift to kind of loosen up and get your blood flowing. And it's an exercise I like having all of my strength for. All right, so another break here. Now for all of the lifts, I'm going to start a few seconds before this clock starts. And you know what? If you want a little bit more difficulty or a little bit more time working, you can start at the same time as me. So here we're going to go into our last set of seated rows. And for this last set, I want you to go a little bit slower than you did on the first couple sets. And just really hold the weight in a fully flexed position here. Nice and slow. All right. There we go with our first 3 sets down and our first exercise. Now our next exercise is going to be called the front shoulder raise. And this is going to be our hardest lift of the entire workout. So stick with me here where we're going to be standing, holding the weights, facing the tower, and we're just going to lift our handles to shoulder height as we go nice and slow, stand straight up and tall. And if you need a little less resistance, put your handles directly over the pulleys. For a little bit more, you can slide back just a tad. You don't want to go too far back though. All right, so this is the toughest lift we're going to be doing today. So if you're struggling with it, stick with it. All right, here we're going, and 5 more seconds. Again, we're just pulling the weights straight up, kind of above our shoulders. Your arms should be outstretched. Your posture should be straight up and down. You don't want to rock. Just pull the weights straight up. All right, we got one more set of this. Now, this shoulder raise, any shoulder exercise, this is part of the reason we have a little bit less resistance on it today, is because shoulder exercises, your shoulder's not the strongest muscle group in your body. It's used in a lot of different exercises though, but it's not necessarily the strongest. All right, so let's go. Last set of shoulder raises. Exhale as you lift the weights up. Inhale on the way down. Try to go nice and slow. All right. Your toughest lift is done, and we're going to go right into our reverse curl. And for this, we're going to have our back to the Bowflex, and we're just going to grab the handles on the respective sides, and then you're going to want to step out just a little bit. I like to lean forward. You can stand straight up and down or lean forward for this. And then you're just going to curl the weights up towards your shoulders. And again, you can keep getting further away from the Bowflex if you need a little more resistance. Seven more seconds on this set. And we'll be doing 2 more sets of our bicep curls. Got to work those biceps, feel good about those. Always a nice muscle group to flex for people. And we're going to be starting off again here in 6 more seconds. Let's go, everybody. And again, step away from the Bowflex if you need more resistance. You'll see I'm pretty far out at this point. At some point though, the pulleys won't let you go any further. All right, one more set of bicep curls. And then we'll be working out our triceps up next after this. But let's focus on our biceps and focus on our form here for this last set. Again, we're sliding out a bit. And here we go. All right, work everybody. Last set of biceps for the day. Exhale as you pull the weights in towards your shoulders. All right. Now we've got one more exercise before we get into halftime, and this exercise is going to be the seated tricep extension. So I'm going to be sitting straight up and down, back still to the tower. I'm going to put my elbows up where my elbows are pointing at the ceiling, and then we just kick the handles straight up towards the sky. Now, you only want to bend your arm about 90 degrees when doing these. You don't want to go over 90 degrees because that can cause your elbows to pop and just some general soreness for some people. But just 90 degrees and then flare those handles up towards the ceiling. All right, 2 more sets of tricep extensions. Now, if you're really still feeling it with the triceps there, what I would recommend during this time is just to be doing a nice shoulder press if you can't do the triceps because of your elbows. All right, but let's get going, team. Got 5 seconds, and we're into our triceps. Let's go. Now take these last nice and slow. Focus on your form. All right, one more set of triceps, and then we're going to have our halftime. Our halftime is going to be this normal 25 seconds of rest plus 35 seconds. So we get a 1 minute halftime. And we'll move into some other lifts here. All right, everybody, let's go. Work. Just 8 seconds until halftime. Finish strong here. All right, we are at halftime. Now, take a breather. I'm gonna grab some water, and I suggest you do the same. I'll be showing you the other workouts in just a moment. Catch your breath. Now, I hope everybody is off to a good 2022. I know some of you probably have New Year's resolutions to work out more. My resolution this year is to put out 52 exercise videos, 1 per week. So if your resolution has anything to do with fitness, I hope I can be part of that. And you can be part of my resolution simply by watching my videos and subscribing. That helps me out a lot. But with that, let's get into our first lift here called the one arm shoulder fly. So we're gonna be sitting on our Bowflex here, and I'm gonna grab the handle with my opposite hand, and the other hand is gonna be holding onto the Bowflex, raise it up, and then we're gonna flare out. So we're a couple seconds behind on this one. We're gonna push through. This is another tough one. This is, again, working your shoulders. And you can have your feet kind of any distance from the tower, just based on whatever resistance you need. All right, let's break. And we're gonna flip to the other side here. So I'm gonna spin around, grab the handle, and my other hand is holding onto the red beam here of the Bowflex, sitting straight up and down, and I'm gonna just flare out. And you can be lifting your hand above your head or just kind of out wide. I like lifting it up above my head. And exhale as you go, as you flare out your arm. Again, this should be working your shoulders and then also a little bit of your triceps. Mostly your shoulders here, though, is where you should be feeling it. All right, so our next lift is going to be the one arm tricep kickback. So for this, I'm going to have one knee resting on the bench, my other foot on the ground, right around the foot of the Bowflex. And I'm going to lean forward, grab the handle, and then I'm going to just kick it straight out. So again, with your triceps, you don't want to go more than 90 degrees back and bring your hand all the way back here. It's kind of hard on your elbows, so only release about 90 degrees. You just want to keep pulling your hand all the way out or flaring it out. All right, and we're in the same lift, other arm. So I'm just sliding over, one knee on the Bowflex, one knee on the ground. And in 12 seconds, we'll be starting up again here. All right, here we go. So again, you want your arm almost to go all the way outstretched as you kick out. the handles in your hands. This is another tough one here. Again, this is why we're going a little bit lighter weight setting this time. All right. So next we have the torso twist. And for the torso twist, I'm continuing to hold the same handle. So I've got the far handle from me. And I'm also going to be sitting here slightly at an angle with my knees just touching the leg extension tool. And from here, I'm going to grab the handle with both my hands. And I'm going to be looking in alignment with my knees as I twist the handle. And pull the weight across your body. So you'll see I'm rotating about just under 90 degrees here probably, and I'm just looking straight ahead the whole time. So you should really be feeling the weight as you pull it across your body. And you also want to keep your arms kind of somewhat loose. You don't want to be pulling the weights with your arms. You really want to pull it with your midsection. So again, you're sitting up straight and tall, knees touching the leg extension at a slight angle, and then we're going to be pulling the weight across our body. Exhale as you pull towards you, inhale as you release. Alrighty, so we've done 3 different exercises there, and we're going to do those 3 exercises one more time to complete our final 6 sets. So you're 75% of the way done with this workout. Might be feeling it a little bit, but stick with me. You are in the home stretch here. So we're going to start out with a 1-arm fly. Again, 1 hand in the handle, 1 on the Bowflex, and then we're going to be flaring. You can be, again, putting your hands kind of above your head or a little bit more straight out in line with your shoulders. Just 5 more seconds. Let's go. All right, so we're just going to spin around now, and we're going to be on the other side doing the other handle or the other arm. And if that video kind of cut there a little bit weird, my camera randomly stopped recording. So this part I'm re-recording. And we're going to have 1 hand through the handle, 1 on the Bowflex, and we're going to be going in 5 seconds. Exhale as you press out. Inhale as you bring the weight or the handles back towards your body. 10 seconds. All right. Next, we are back to tricep work. We're going to do some 1-arm kickbacks. And again, with this, we're going to have 1 knee sitting on the bench, 1 solidly planted on the ground. And then we're going to bend down here, grab our handle, and then we're going to be just kicking our hand straight out. So you want your arm basically to go straight as you at the end of your release here. So bend it back again, almost 90 degrees, and then flare out to a straight arm. Don't lock your arm in place though, just straight out though. Some 90-degree turns there. All right, we have 1 more tricep exercise, and then we're doing our obliques with the torso twist, and then we're done. So other arm, 1 knee on the Bowflex, 1 on the ground, leaning forward, and then we're going to kick out. Let's go, team. 25 seconds of work here. right, 25-second rest, and we're doing one more set of the torso twist. So again, for that, I'm gonna have my knees touching the leg extension. I'm gonna be looking straight forward as I do my lift. But let's grab our weight, opposite handle. I'm looking straight ahead, and then I just pull that weight across my body. And for this, you want to be sitting straight up and down. Take the weight nice and slow and focus on your form as you twist the weight across your body. So you're really just going slow, but think of it as like you're ripping something right across your body here. As you pull across here. So last set of the day though, one more set of torso twists, other side. You're gonna spin around and you're gonna grab the weights behind you. Looking straight ahead here, and I'm gonna then twist and pull this weight across my body. You don't want to be really working your arms at all in here. Your arms should be relatively soft right now. You want to really be squeezing inside of your body, your core, and your abs as you go across. And that is it. You just did 24 sets. Be proud of yourself. But before you can rack this up and call this a day, I need you to remove your power rods from the tension. So go ahead and remove those. And if you can wrap them up, if you got something, do that as well, or clip them in somewhere. I like to use this bungee cord to lock them all up. This is going to keep your power rods nice and strong for you, and they will wear out at a lower or slower pace. And that's it. So great job to everybody for finishing this workout. If you've done all 3 beginners workouts, you might be ready to graduate on up into all my other workouts on this channel. Hope to see you for those. Great work today. Be good to yourself and be good to others.